What's up, guys? It's John Hollywood from Shockwave Productions. I would like to say hello and welcome to the first update for this month's Flash Mask. So, for those of you watching this for the first time, this is the Young Justice Justice League, the animated series, comic book. I truly don't know which one. It's just a mask by Cullen Cosplay, so thank you to him. I will post a link in the description below, and if you check out the first episode, which I will also be posting a link to, that has more detail of what I'll do and what I'll do. So with that being said, it's been 1 week since I started this, technically, and what I did was I took 5mm foam, it's 16 by, no, not 16, maybe 11 by 18 inches. Does this look 11 by 18? So I took this 5mm thick foam. It is Silly Winks foam. You can get it at Hobby Lobby, I know. That is because I still haven't found the foam online where it comes in big packs for EVA foam. So I took some of that, cut out the template by using pins. I used, pins from things like sewing kits to pin down the template and cut it onto there. Traced it, cut it out, used Weldwood contact cement and a heat gun. Heated it all up, curved it, glued it together, and then I did I did 1 coat of PVA on the outside, and then I did 1 coat of PVA in a bunch of random areas of the inside. So I really focused doing it around the eye areas, the brow, this nose piece, and then really on this forehead, really got it all in there. I did 2 coats actually on all these areas. Then I did every crack seam and coated those twice. And then as you can see along the seam line for it, so on the seam and on the outside of the seam a little bit, I did 2 coats of PVA and then, like I said, 1 coat on here. Then I did 2 coats of fiberglass, mostly on the nose and the eyepiece. As you can see, it's really shiny right over there. It's kind of sticky and tacky, so I don't know why, but then if you look at it from the inside, you have all of these are also fiberglass with 1 coat, except for the forehead and the brow on the inside being 2 coats, and of course this piece. So now, with that being said, I have pretty much done a lot of the hard work. So now I'm going to go over it and sand it a few more times. I'm trying to make it smooth and not as rigid. I have to do another coat of PVA all along the outside. But what I'm going to do is sand it down first, because there's 1 bump I'm focused on right here. But something that I noticed is the fiberglass tended to be sticky. It still is. So I took a heat gun to it, trying to see if that would work. It kind of worked, but I really heated up this nose area a lot because of the curve I want to get on it. Oh, I didn't show you guys a close-up with it on. Do I look cool? Do I look fast? So I have all those done. I've done the fiberglassing all around those. I have to sand it now, and then I guess I'll do a coat of fiberglass all along the outside, and probably another coat on certain seams on the inside. And then I have to start working on another piece. I have these pieces cut out, which are for the sides. I think I showed you guys those last week. What I'm going to do is just take 1 bolt, because I kind of don't want to do all of them. I feel like it doesn't need that much detail. I'm going to glue it on like that. I'm going to take another piece of 5mm thick foam and place it on so that this is flat almost. Heat it, curve it so that it shapes it, so it has a shape to the mask, something like that. And then I'll take 5mm magnet, 5mm, maybe, something millimeter magnets, and glue about 5 of those onto there, and then 5 into the helmet. So that's why I'm not doing my second coat yet, I remember now. And I'm going to take a paintbrush basically, and go dig into it like that. See how it has that mark right here. So I will dig into it a few times like that and glue the thing in there so that's kind of flush. And that will also help with my Injustice Flash mask, because I could change out the bolts if I wanted to. So say I wanted the CW version on here, well then I could just do that with my magnet method. So with that being said, that's about it for this week, guys. I know I kind of went on and on about it, but that's because it's the first update, which is usually the one where a lot of stuff gets done, the most important, discussing the project some more. So next week I should have more fiberglassing done, and it might be ready for paint, but I'm also going to be focusing on the bolts next week. So thanks for watching, guys. Tune in next week for the next episode of the Flash Mask, and make sure you subscribe. Look at my Arkham Knight helmet vids and all the other ones. So that's about it for now, guys. Bye.